global initiative against transnational organized crime has published a report on weapons flowing into Somalia. Entitled "The Price of Civil War," it is based on an investigation done between December 2020 and August of last year. Arms coming to Somalia often end up in the hands of the Al-Shabaab terror group. But they also go to the Islamic State, clan militias, and ordinary criminals. About 95% of the small arms coming in are assault rifles. More than 80% of those came from China or Russia. They cost about $1,500 per weapon. They are about $100 more expensive in southern Somalia than the north. The study found that most of the rifles come into the country through Puntland. The GITOC identified a major route for arms trafficking, starting out in Iran, supplying Houthi rebels in Yemen, and then coming across the sea to Somalia. The U.S. military grabbed a dhow plying that route last December, seizing 1,400 AK pattern assault rifles and 226,000 rounds of ammunition. The report says that handguns are typically the weapon of choice for close quarters targeted murders in Somalia. The higher prevalence in southern Somalia of politically and ideologically motivated killings partially explains why handguns were more numerous in illicit markets in the south. Only 3 machine guns were discovered during the investigation. The lack of heavier caliber weapons in the illicit market surveyed was probably because they cater more to individual buyers than to armed groups. Other than government security forces, the primary buyers of machine guns and other such weapons are likely to be clan-based militias, Al-Shabaab, and the Somalia faction of the Islamic State. Heavier weaponry is often owned collectively by the clan. Militant groups buy them directly, not from illicit markets. Most of the ammunition discovered came from China and Russia. Turkish and American bullets were surprisingly found in Los Anod between Puntland and Somaliland. The report concludes by worrying about the flow of arms through Puntland and what they see as a deteriorating security situation in the state. Puntland is flanked to its west and east by Al-Shabaab and the Somalia faction of ISIL. Both groups routinely source their small arms and ammunition from Yemen. Since last year, however, the security situation in Puntland has deteriorated rapidly following the abrupt withdrawal of U.S. military personnel from the region. The document also blames Puntland's security situation on the attempt to fire the Puntland Security Forces commander, which has led to fighting within state military ranks. ADN TV will continue to report on security developments affecting Somalia.